Byways of Europe, A Visit to the Balearic Islands by James Thomas Fields. British and American Periodical Articles, 1852 to 1905, by various. Section 1. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Reading by BellonaTimes. Byways of Europe, A Visit to the Balearic Islands, by James Thomas Fields. As the steamer Mallorca slowly moved out of the harbor of Barcelona, I made a rapid inspection of the passengers gathered on deck, and found that I was the only foreigner among them. Almost without exception, they were native Mallorcans, returning from trips of business or pleasure to the continent. They spoke no language except Spanish and Catalan, and held fast to all the little habits and fashions of their insular life. If anything more had been needed to show me that I was entering upon untrodden territory, it was supplied by the joyous surprise of the steward when I gave him a fee. This fact reconciled me to my isolation on board, and its attendant awkwardness. I knew not why I should have chosen to visit the Balearic Islands, unless for the simple reason that they lie so much aside from the highways of travel, and are not represented in the journals and sketchbooks of tourists. If anyone had asked me what I expected to see, I should have been obliged to confess my ignorance, for the few dry geographical details which I possessed were like the chemical analysis of a liquor wherefrom no one can reconstruct the taste. The flavor of a land is a thing quite apart from its statistics. There is no special guide-book for the islands, and the slight notices in the works on Spain only betray the haste of the authors to get over a field with which they are unacquainted. But this very circumstance, for me, had grown into a fascination. One gets tired of studying the bill of fare in advance of the repast. When the sun and the Spanish coast had set together behind the placid sea, I went to my berth with a delightful certainty that the sun of the morrow and of many days thereafter would rise upon scenes and adventures which could not be anticipated. The distance from Barcelona to Palma is about 140 miles, so the morning found us skirting the southwestern extremity of Mallorca, a barren coast thrusting low headlands of gray rock into the sea, and hills covered with parched and stunted chaparral in the rear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?